Hello, I'd like to welcome all to Nihilumbra. I got this game a while back, and I thought, you know, since Dark Souls is going to be in a bit of a slump until I get to Orange Unit Smo, which might take a few days because it's kind of boring since I need to grind sunlight metals. I don't know where my mage build hasn't even moved, so my mage build actually might get there sooner because I think the mage build has everything it needs to kick some Smo in ass. But hey, Nihilumbra! I know nothing about this game other than that it has achievements. Set my name. Well, let's take the name that everyone has read. What other name do you really need? Don't tell me it has a voiced introduction. Don't tell me it has a voiced introduction. Please don't have a voiced introduction. Because the only game that does that proper is Dark. There you go!
You are born.
I guess that's a good middle ground, I guess. Ha! It prioritizes right over left. Someone's using switches!
What are you?
Well, as we can see right now, I'm a humanity item from Dark Souls that is just not in the mood for staying up straight today. Also, there's dead trees in the background, and all sorts of swirly swirls.
You shouldn't be alive.
I fell through the floor.
You will never escape from this place.
You know, I'm not too negative on omnipresent voices, but there is a limit to how much I don't want to know them.
This is not a game.
Oh, get out! Oh, this no. When your game has a voiceover in an artsy environment where the guy says this is not a game, you're pushing it. You're really, really pushing it. You get one more chance.
Where are you going?
Better.
You are part of this place.
If that was true, I'd look more like I'd fit in, but I'm glowy and the rest is sort of purpley blue.
Nothing can forsake the void.
That's a better explanation to give me.
You don't belong out there.
Ah, they're just animations. Achievement get.
You have escaped from the void. Now you are in the world.
So who is this guy that he just talks about that like, hey, here you are?
These small lights will forgive your mistakes.
They're checkpoints. I like that. Might I say it's a little bit unclear what the background is. Kind of forgoing the Super Mario World rules here.
You left the void behind, but it is coming to get you. The void must be won. You cannot escape from it.
That's an interesting way. This void is very eager with its children.
Faith.
Well, Assassin's Creed! Ahoy! Ahoy, hoy. Oh, you can see the repeated effects. That's always lovely. I love seeing the repetitions and textures. I sincerely hope this will not be one of those stupid indie pretentious artsy games. Because a good artsy game is good in the sense that it doesn't show that it's artsy and it's just a good game.
Don't worry. You are safe for now.
That's very safe. I can die!
You are safe for now.
That's the most Dark Souls sense of security ever. Hey, now I'm a humanity.
Even if you change your shape to match this world, you are still an outcast.
Considering the environment...
More momentum to jump here. This is a beautiful place, but it's not
But
for you.
it would work a lot better if the narrator doesn't sound very interested. He just sort of exists.
You were born from the void. You are nothing in this world.
He just doesn't seem like he wants to tell the story. Buttons! Oh my god, you can just see that someone here hired an artist and a person. Like, the character doesn't match the backgrounds. The background don't match the special effects of the foreground. And then the interactive items just look more out of place than anything else. The hilarity ensues. And now I'm sparkly. Please tell me I'm sparkly. Whee! Flippity flappity floop! Flapping around!
What is this?
I'm a butterfly!
A color? It's not an object or being. It's a property.
It's a data point, as we like to call it.
Everything can have a color.
This sounds like Marcus Phoenix is trying to portray emotions, and it's just hilarious.
You are about to learn something new. Your existence can change the world forever.
So yeah. Oh cool, the text vanishes when you're in front of it for a bit. That's good. Ooh. Press tab to make...
You can use colors to transform the ground.
Ooh.
Blue will allow you to slide. Slippery surfaces allow you to go faster.
Wow, you really didn't wait with introducing surface you can't do anything
The
with.
faster you go, the further you jump.
This is actually pretty cool. Whee!
This new color is yours to use.
Oh, it's actually done really well. J'approve.
You will need more momentum to jump here.
Whee!
You are fascinated. This place is magical. You may be empty, but you have learned how to change the world. Just a little bit.
See ya!
Mark.
Woo! Oh no, I have limited color powers. That's interesting.
You are new to this world, but you learn fast. Remember, there's a switch for every door. Keep pushing. Don't hesitate. You can break the box, but another one will replace it.
That's that can be used in interesting ways, I have to say. The void
Some
giveth...
errors can be undone. If you give color, you can also take it away.
As the void giveth, the void taketh away. J'approve! Sparkle, sparkle. This isn't a bad game. So far, it's starting as good as one would expect.
A foe can turn into a friend. It only needs a small boost.
Whee! Whee! Look at me go! But who is he then? Like, we just saw the void as a big fluffy cloud, and now the void spawns thing that doesn't actually have a face. Ah, we learned that these things... Ooh, that's a... Elevators! Ah, they look like a slopey slope. But that would be physics. That would take a lot of additional programming to work proper. Well, who am I to talk?
You feel so cold because you are empty.
You need a Kit Kat. A Kit Kat Chunky. I could go for a Kit Kat Chunky. That should never be underestimated.
You are nothing. Nothing at all.
I'm surprisingly good at being nothing. I have a new item in my inventory. What could it be?
You are nothing. Nothing at all.
Then how can I get squished?
You are not fast enough. are not strong enough.
But I am if I use the power of oblique. Whee!
You are not agile enough.
But you are pretty toasty. Whee! Because I've got
I
spadazzle.
guess you are smart enough.
And when you've got tools, that's kind of all that matters, really. It's how mankind got where it got today.
You have no memories. Everything is new to your eyes.
You know, you could do that a lot better by just making an environment that doesn't look like mountains and trees. And, you know, inventing and... Oh, we got a living forest. Let me guess, these are stickers. Ooh, I can use the middle mouse button to swap.
You are newly born. You can't wait to see more and more of this place.
You know, that works better if you just have the guy being like, "Oh, what's this?" in a cutscene, or just have him look around as you move. Because you're doing a really hard job making
It's an
everything...
inhospitable world. You are not part of it. The world surrounding you is becoming colder and colder. It doesn't care about you. It isn't aware of your existence. Can you feel it? Everything is against you. Advancing is becoming a challenge.
So how do I have this power? For a game that wants me to be super clear as to who I am...
Struggling. Doesn't it make sense anymore? You are alone.
So, the narrator is kind of bad, but the story is also kind of wonky in that how
Be
does...
patient. It's all about timing. If you rush, you're doomed.
Like, I don't get this. It just doesn't work out. It doesn't gel. How do I have these powers if I'm just a little blobby man?
Like a child. You don't need a reason to do anything. You just keep going on.
You could have told me that before, but what about these magical glowy
You should take
paintbrush?
shelter. You'll be safe inside the cave.
You're in a forest, a breathing place. Do 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 do, going at the speed.
This cave looks like a safe place. The blizzard won't reach you here. It looks like someone else wants to use this shelter. This is a Kralagar. Try to keep away from them. They are mad and hostile creatures, though there's something in them that seems familiar. Run!
Right mouse button and does it. I keep forgetting that these aren't Flash games.
They were created in the void, just like you. They are your brothers and sisters. They are after you. Why do they hate you? You shouldn't pity them. You must be prepared to eliminate them, if you have to. This is your chance. Try to make them...
Try to make them
They are
slip and
after
slide.
you. Why do they hate you? This is your chance. Try to make them slip down into the abyss.
How does that kill him when he's a creature of the void? Shouldn't the void be like, "Hey, you get back up there"? I don't know about space-time. Space-time's wiki. I'm the abyss. I don't care about space-time. Now get back there. Abyss
Those
void.
monsters were created by the void. They are soulless creatures. The only goal is to catch you. But why?
Gameplay purposes, we need a
Why
mechanic.
do they want you? Why won't they leave you alone?
Here.
Why are they your enemies? What have you done to them?
Tip! Never ask these questions. These are questions that you should be asking naturally because of what happens. I already asked those questions in my head. Give your player credit. Fuck, a child of 5-year-olds would be asking, like, what the fuck does he want with me? Why is big meanie poopy head trying to make me go baba? A child of 5-year-old asks himself that question. Why in good God's name are you making me ask them myself? Here, eat a crate. Watch out for what? Look how he just pushes the crate. He's like, whatever,
Maybe
man.
they are not alone. Maybe the whole void sent them after you.
Maybe the whole void needs to mellow out. And be a better girlfriend, you know?
You feel something strange. It's something really unpleasant. Could it be...
For one,
fear?
this isn't a very fearful environment since... Oh! I like that one. That's sneaky. Since the text is so long that you have to wait around. That's clever. It's also very Kaizo.
Something strange. It's something really unpleasant. Could it be something awaits you? You can feel it. Prepare yourself.
Whee! Oh great, these are sequences. Man, there's a reason people don't like auto-scrolling, and it's because auto-scrolling tends to be slow and kind of boring. Look at me. Something I can't see is stopping me. Why would a character on the run be stopped by anything like the arbitrary length of a screen? Then again, honestly, if this is critique on the artsy nature of stupid artsy indie games, kudos. But on the plus side, it has a lot better production value than most stupid artsy indie games tend to. It actually looks good. There's a lot of inconsistency art style-wise, but it does show more legitimate effort than some of the bullcrap out there. That's a... Oh, I keep forgetting I can use a snow pump. You forget that. I don't know why you tend to forget that. Something about human nature or something.
It has found you.
Also, pro tip, never make cutscenes repeat themselves. Man, this void sure is a speedy son of a gun.
Find you wherever you go.
Really? We're gonna do a right path, wrong path thing?
You belong to it.
That's a nice crack in the ground. Oh no! I gotta and I gotta repeat the entire level all over again because this is Mario.
It will chase you forever.
Music's not too bad either. Ooh.
It will chase you forever.
Sure it will. What a go-getter that Void. You go get him, Void! I'll be right over here.
The frozen mountains are being destroyed.
I keep forgetting I can do that because this is not something that's interesting to do. Oh no! The abyss is just a GIF animation after all. Ha!
You are in a new place now. Forget about the frozen mountains. They weren't your home. This looks like a forest. You feel something
Another quick tip!
here. Something wonderful and new.
Don't do this.
What can it be?
Don't ever make... If you're doing a voiceover, let it go with it. Don't make me stop to listen to it.
A new color? You want to have it. But it's not the moment yet.
Oh, I think I get it.
Everything can bounce on green ground.
Because of reasons.
If you try to jump while bouncing, you will do just the opposite. This place is warmer. You don't feel as cold. Maybe you are not as empty as before.
Maybe you just went off screen when I'm trying to tell you something.
Forest. A breathing place where the mere breeze feels like the air abandoning the lungs of the earth itself.
Yep, that's that card I got.
There's a huge difference between these magnificent trees and the inert rocks you left behind.
Oh,
But
please.
what can it be?
Let me guess, you're one of
What's
those
the
people that think
difference?
plants have lives and
You
emotions.
can't explain it.
On the other hand, there is an artistic virtue to be made about plants. Oh my god, I'm having an orgasm! Look at me go! That's such a ghost face. It's from the... Whee!
Another color.
Another gruff voice.
Another chance to learn something new. Another step to become something better.
Yeah. Now shake that ass. Oh, that's pretty cool. I see I have 3 more powers to go.
Green color will turn the surfaces bouncy and elastic.
That's not how plants work, dude. I know, I
The
tried to
higher you
eat a
start,
tree.
The higher you will bounce.
I think you already made that apparent with a puzzle.
There's no way to gain height while you are bouncing. You must think right before the first jump.
This is not a good way to portray that. This game seems to be just poorly
You
orchestrated.
must think that a new color will make things easier,
Oh,
but it will probably make them hard. You have learned everything that you need. You can go back now and resume your journey.
you know, I understand that the person making this probably tried because it's on Steam. Although, truth be told, with how Greenlight is working, it might as well just be someone's afternoon lunch. Because I can get this experience in a Flash game these days. Let me guess, I gotta do... Yay! I get to go all the way back! Why couldn't this be on the same screen? Wonkadelic, I says. Whee! Boing! I wonder what the title is. I'm probably just gonna call it Stupid Artsy Indie Flash Game. Because that's really all it is in context. Except the Flash games had the common decency of having good gameplay and being free. Someone had to pay money for this.
Place. You feel a little bit warmer here. What could have changed?
It's the
Maybe
spider
it's
webs.
just the world around you. Or maybe there's something awakening inside your lifeless body.
Damn!
Something that breathes.
Trying to be brave, are we?
You have a new color, but don't forget what you've already learned.
You know, I could make the argument that this is a game for kids, but again... Man, that thing falls flat in its ass. It's a bit spooky
Seems that they are everywhere.
for a child's game to be followed by big purple cloud of death.
You are growing up. You can survive on your own.
Can I? Can I really? Because I've been struggling so far. It's just been peanuts and pupper cups. This game has fidelity, but it doesn't have depth.
Those monstrosities are Vakumors. They will never move, but don't get too close.
Really?
Inside their mouths, there's pure void. They can absorb endlessly. They will never be filled.
Man, the void sucks. It's eating its own biscuits. Let's look at the Steam page, the store page, and then we'll quit.
The void is creating new monsters. It really wants to.
Why?
And
It seems to have no trouble sending out these Goonies. This is good design-ish.
They can create other monsters inside their bodies. The hungry Mundakars. Be wary of them.
Here, how about you don't give them a name? What you could just do is call them spitters. Just call them after what they do. Because making up names, you should only do if you intend to make a long-term continuity and want to make the people go, I know the thing. Let's see what it says. Recommendations. Probably all fancy people types. Or this game goes somewhere. New for this version. Voice acting level to widescreen blue. I noticed, because the cutscene aren't. New HD textures improved to fully match art allow you reimagine intuitive control. Yeah, controls are not bad. Oh, there's a press kit. Sexy. Yeah, use 5 worlds, original soundtrack. So this is a crappy Flash game that got a port. Sweet. So next time, more of this game. Until then, what's this button? I don't even know what these buttons do, mind you. It's like, hey, button. Oh, great. Let me actually look it up. In case you're curious, Nihilumbra stands for nothingness in shadow. Umbra means shadow, nihil means nothing. Oh, it's Spanish! In that case, I'm willing to cut some points on the voice acting. The composer's good. The music is alright for what it's worth. Oh, that is such an iPad thing! It is iOS! I knew it! Okay, sorry that I said crappy Flash game. I meant crappy iPad game. Because that is where stuff is moving to. It's moving away from Flash and it's moving towards, you know, iPad. Which is good. Because an easy to develop for engine is always good. And Unity is popping its nose around. Oh no, I just spoiled all the colors. I could have stopped reading, but I didn't. So far, it's not satisfying. It's a game, and it happens. It's a crappy it's a crappy Flash game you play because you're bummed. How much does this cost? €9! This is not €9. We'll see. Maybe it does become worth €9. Like I said, this is only the first few chapters, which are supposed to give the best impression as to what you're... Again, make your first levels some of the best. Show me... The reason they do abilities is so that you want to continue playing. This game doesn't do that. I just feel like I'm playing a pretentious, crappy Flash game. Made by some indie douche. But who knows? Also, stop porting iOS games. Steam, they're not all worth €10. Jeez. Like, if this... like, how expensive is it on the iOS? Like, the one on iOS doesn't have voice acting, so it's quicker to move through. So you can obviously see it wasn't designed for that. But my problem is... how much does it cost on iOS? Because I get the sensation it's probably like a couple of bucks. This is not worth the extra couple of bucks. Unless the person with the royalty said that, or Steam said so. I don't know how the money flows. This is a sales thing. This is a thing I'd buy on sale. But we'll see. I'm going to play the whole smack. There's 5 worlds. We're almost at the end of World 2. Who knows?